You ever seen people that like work for God? These people are Christians. They go to church, but they're not doing nothing with themselves. They're not spreading the gospel to people. They just tight mouth, okay? And they have every negative thing to say about a person. But then you sit back and you like, man, we base our judgments off of people like that. We be thinking that, you know, I don't go to church because of them type of people. Or I don't go to church because the church did me wrong. What the church got to do with God? Because you don't know if God was like, I'll spit you out. I ain't know you. What if God said that about them people and you sitting up there basing your walk with Christ when in regards to them people? Because see, it's a lot of people that's in the church that done set back, roll their arms up, rolling their neck and speaking everything but the word of God on people, okay? And you think that they are the people that are representing Christ because that's what they call out, when really that's not God's people. God had probably told them to do something 30 years ago and they still ain't did it. So they stuck right where they at. And God moved on and found somebody else to do what he told them to do, because his work's still gonna get done. And now they sitting up bitter. They don't understand why that their life ain't what they wanted it to be, because they didn't have the power to move when God said move. But they never moved and they got stuck and complacent in that place. So that's why God is so adamant about letting you know today, don't base your walk off of other people. Go walk and see for yourself. And if you are an adult, I'm quite sure you can name at least one time where you was like, oh, Jesus, I had to call on the Lord. Oh, Jesus, you might have said you needed to call on Jesus for something, and he showed up just to let you know that he is faithful. So base your walk on Christ, on the word of God, not on what people are doing, because you don't know what season people are reaping. You don't know what people are reaping for not being obedient to the word of God. You just don't know someone else's walk. So it's best to let the Lord lead you, guide you through all truth and understanding, because he is a moving God. He's not waiting for nobody to say, okay, I'm going to get up and do it when I'm ready. Okay, I'm going to get up and do it. And they never get ready. They never ready. So don't base your walk on other people. Base it on yourself and how well you're going to be able to execute what God is calling you to do. That is part of being a humble servant for God. You have to move when he say move. God can call you to move by talking to somebody at the grocery store. He can cause you to move by talking to somebody on your job. He can cause you to move by praying for somebody, even if it's praying for a situation that hurt you to your core. If you know that God is telling you to move about something and you warn about it in your spirit, you don't want God to spit you out. It's best to ask God to put his super on your natural so that you can move forward and do what you need to do in order to fulfill the promises of God. But you got to be obedient to what God is saying in this hour. I'm telling you, if you don't want God to spit you out, you better be obedient. Till next time, let's grow.